Yes, anything you'd like to choose. Anything you want.
We do 18.
Yes. Good. 18, 18. Oh, how did you see 18? Okay, yes. Good. Excellent. Y equals negative 1/2 x plus 2, and y equals 3/4 x plus 7. Very good. Excellent. Okay, so as you see, y equals and y equals, it means that these two have to be the same because they both equal y. So negative 1/2 x plus 2 must equal 3/4 x plus 7. I refuse to solve something like this before I eliminate fractions. What is the least common denominator so I can get rid of the fractions right away? What will you multiply by? All terms, both sides, of course, to eliminate fractions. The least common denominator is?
Would it be 4?
Of course. When I multiply this by 4, I get negative 2x. When I multiply this by 4, I get 8. When I multiply this by 4, I get 3x. When I multiply this by 4, I get 28. Please refuse to solve something like this before eliminating fractions. Do you want to work with this, or you want to work with this? So I move 3x and I get negative 5x, and I move 8 and I get 20, so x is negative 4. Always eliminate fractions. You will always be able to eliminate fractions. Always. So once I have x, I go back here. Negative 4 over negative 2 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Does this work? I have no clue. I'm not just saying it. I'm saying it to sound silly so that you always remember to check. But I don't know if it works or not. I'm not lying. So this is negative 4 and negative 4 and 4 and 4. Negative 4 over negative 2 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4 indeed. 3/4 times negative 4 is negative 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. So then I'll say yes. You do not need anybody to tell you this is true or false. And you should always check. Points are important, especially on tests. Good. Anything else? Do we need to choose anything else?
Can we do one of the addition ones?
Yes. Yes, anything. Yes, any.
3 to 28.
28. 28. So 2x plus 3y equals negative 16. 5x minus 10y equals 30. Yes, indeed, this is the most difficult one. It's not difficult, but the most cumbersome, the most work. Because I have 2 and 5, and none of them is a multiple of each other. If I had 2 and 6, easy. But I have 2 and 5. And here I have 3 and negative 10. So again, not a multiple of each other. So I have to multiply both equations by something to eliminate any variable that I choose. It doesn't matter. I prefer to choose this one because it already has the positive and the negative. But does it matter? No. You can choose to eliminate x. But still, no matter what, we have to multiply both equations by something.
We can do 3 and negative. Sorry.
Yes, we can do 3 and negative. But we don't need the negative 10. So 3 and 10. Because this will be positive 30 and this will be negative 30. That's why I was saying you don't have to multiply by any negative since one is positive and one is negative already. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. So just remember to multiply everything. Don't pick and choose. So 20x plus 30y equals negative 160. 15x, of course, minus 30y, that's why we did what we just did, equals 90. And yes, we stuck with the plan. The plan was to get rid of y. Good. So now we have 35x equals negative 70. Nice, because when I divide by 35, I get x equals negative 2. I go back here. Negative 4 plus 3y equals negative 16. So 3y, when I add negative 4 to both sides, I get negative 12. So y equals negative 4. Is this true? I have no idea. I hope it is. So negative 2, negative 4, negative 2, negative 4. Negative 4 minus 12, yes. Negative 10, but plus 40. 40 minus 10, yes. So now I will say yes. Any questions? Anything else?
Can we do an example of the sigma?
Yes, absolutely. Good. So this is in 8.1. Let me find the page number. 8.1, that's 756. Yep, anything you want. Anything from here, anything from here. I will ask you to.
Can we do 41?
Yes. 41. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 41. So the sum from I equals 1 through 5 from I factorial over I minus 1 factorial. Perfect. Good. So we have to list. It's from I equals 1 through 5, not a lot. We have to list them and then we can calculate with the calculator. When I is 1, 1 factorial, 1 minus 1, 0 factorial, plus. When I is 2, 2 factorial over 2 minus 1, which is 1 factorial, plus. When I is 3, 3 factorial, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 factorial, plus. When I is 4, 4 factorial over 4 minus 1, which is 3 factorial. Finally, when I is 5, 5 factorial over 4 factorial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now, I know this is 1, plus this is 2. 2 times 1 and 1, so this is 2, plus 3 factorial over 2 factorial is 3. 4 over 3 is 4, and 5 over 5 is 5. So that's very easy. 5 plus 5 is 10, 14. Now, if you want to put it in the graphing calculator, you really have to be careful. Because, so in math, scroll up and go to the summation notation, or sigma, or 0. And you have to use x instead of I. The calculator doesn't have I, j, k. It has x. From x equals 1 through 5 terms. And here it's cumbersome to enter it. So I have to have x. I have to look at the factorial, which is under probability, and it's number 4. And then I have to divide. And then I have to put in parentheses. I have to have x. I have to have minus 1. Close. Go back. Probabilities 4. And when I hit enter, I have to get 14. If I don't get 14, oh! Why I didn't get 14? Myself? Let's see. Oh yeah, 5. So 5 plus, yep, it is 415. So 5 plus 2 plus 3 is 10, 14, 15. I swallowed the 1, and I'm not even hungry. Yes, so indeed. But be careful how you enter it. Because the parentheses, the outside parentheses, are part of the summation notation, according to the syntax of the calculator. So whatever you put inside, do not consider the outside parentheses. So whatever you have to put, disregard those parentheses and put, as you know, what you need inside. Good. Okay. How do we feel about all this? Anybody? How do we feel about all this?
I feel pretty confident with all of it.
Okay, but please review. It's not enough to understand it when I work on the problem with you. Please review, redo the problems on your own, please. Okay, what would you like to go back to? Do you want to go back to some sequences and determine terms? That's the last item here. Okay, let me make one up. So let's determine the first 4 terms, of the sequence. Let's say a sub n equals 4a sub n minus 1 plus 3n for n greater than or equal to 2, and we are given at a sub 1, the first term is 2. So I need to determine a2, a3, and a4. Okay, so a2 is given to us. A2 will be 4 times a1, which is 8, plus 3 times 2, which is 6. So when n is 2, this is 2, and this is 3 times 2, which is 6. So this is 14. A sub 3 is 4 times the previous, which is a sub 2, plus 3 times 3, which is 9. 56 plus 9 is 65. A sub 4. 4 times the previous one, plus 3 times 4, which is 12. So this is 260 plus 12, 272. So what are the first four terms? 2, 14, 65, 272.
Can we do one more example
Of which one?
of this?
Of the sequences?
Yes.
Oh yeah, sure. So let's choose, and that's on page 756. So we have this option, and we have this option.
Can we do 11?
Yes, of course. Good. 11 has a sub n negative 1 to n plus first power over 2 to the n minus 1. Perfect. They look very complicated, but there is nothing. A1, A2, A3, A4. When n is 1, negative 1 to 1 plus 1, negative 1 to the second power is 1. 2 to the first power is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, so the first term is 1. A sub 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, negative 1 to the third power is negative 1. 2 squared is 4, 4 minus 1 is 3, so this is negative 1/3. Power 3, or I'm sorry, n equals 3. 3 plus 1 is 4, negative 1 to the fourth power is 1. 2 to the third is 8, 8 minus 1 is 7, so this is it. 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, but negative 1 to the fifth power is negative 1. 2 to the fourth is 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. Negative 1 over 15. What are the first four terms? 1, negative 1/3, 1 over 7, and negative 1 over 15. Is this okay?
Yes.
Perfect. Is there anything else? Is there any other type of problem that you want to go back to? Do you need help with your homework? Any help with your homework? Any help with your homework, please? Anything you need? And is there anything else?